It's the only pipeline that serves the west coast of North America. So it's the only
pipeline that serves the west coast?
It's the only oil pipeline that connects to the west coast of North America, yeah. So
there aren't even any in the United States?
Interesting fact, yeah.
So when you load oil onto a tanker in Burnaby,
yes,
where's it going to?
About 80% of what we load at Westridge goes to California. So our pipeline provides access to the Pacific Rim. So there's a lot of talk about Asia. There's obviously a big growth story in Asia. And that's an important growing market. But today, most of the oil that we're loading by tanker is going to California. In the future, with our expansion, we expect that to continue. So we expect California to continue to be an important market. It's one of the few markets in the U.S. that doesn't have a lot of supply from Canada.
So your desire to increase the capacity that can bring oil to the coast is to do what? Like, is it to continue to fill an expanding need, or is it to be able to sell it to other markets as well?
Well, today there's not enough capacity in the existing system to do all the things that are asked for us. So the pipeline is chronically oversubscribed. So every month we have requests for more space than the pipeline has to offer. So to be clear, our business, we don't produce the oil and we don't refine and make gasoline. We're the analogy I use is we don't grow the wheat and we don't bake the bread. We move things in between for people. So the producers or refiners that want oil, Canadian oil, every month they're asking for space on the pipeline, and we don't have enough capacity to satisfy all the needs. The big area of growth is increased supply to California and increased supply to Asia. There's a lot of demand there. So what the producers and refiners have asked for is they've asked for more capacity. And what the project is really about is about providing access to Canadian oil to other markets. So today, as I said, we said at the beginning, is that the way the pipe network in North America works is it's all the plumbing really goes south and east into the States, all the way down, essentially down into Texas now. Mm-hmm. So that market is very well served by Canadian oil. But what's happened over the last few years is that the price of oil in the U.S. is relatively less than what it is offshore, what the rest of the world is paying, and that's because of a slowed economy in the U.S., some demand destruction there when we had the big financial meltdown in 2009. There's some uses of oil that just went away. But it's also because because of new drilling technology, there's a growing source of supply within the U.S. And as that supply comes on, it's reducing the U.S.'s need for Canadian oil. And so Canadian producers have essentially a shrinking market. And they don't have any ability to access any other market. So our project is about trying to provide access to an alternative market to the U.S. Today, the price of oil in the U.S. is quite a bit lower than it is offshore. So in California, they're bringing their oil in by tanker, and so they're paying kind of a world price. Once it's on a tanker, you can take it anywhere, and so the prices are similar around the rest of the world. And Asia is importing oil from other countries as well too. And so there's quite a price differential between the two of them. Now those price differentials won't always be there, mm-hmm. but this is the key to our project, is that when they exist, as they have done now for several years, Canada isn't in a position to take advantage of them. So Canadian producers, although there's this attractive price elsewhere in the world, they can't get their oil there because there's no pipeline access. So that's really fundamentally what's driving our project.